Seiki Kusuo describes his life as a Sai user who was born to an ordinary marriage and muses on how it has affected him. He heard his father calling his name as he got close to his house thanks to telepathy. He walked up to his father, who was standing outside the house ready to unlock the door for him. It appears like the only area of Kusuo's life that is not tranquil is his connection with his parents, despite the fact that they used to get along well. When Kuniharu was licking his boss's shoes at dinner, his father received a shoe as a joke. His father pleaded with him for some expensive local cow meat. His mother intervened just before he was ready to act, asking him to limit the people he used his gift on to those who were really in need and compassionate. His dad switched their meals as his mom was chatting to him, which enraged his mother, who lunged angrily at his dad. Kusuo was eating the coffee jello when his father bumped at him, nearly causing the jello to fall to the floor, but he managed to catch it with his mouth. Kusuo's father ordered him to stop his irate mother from throwing the table at them. When Kusuo stopped the table, his mother yelled at him and said that even Kusuo supported his father. The two began to argue once more, but this time Kusuo punished them for disrupting his dessert time by employing forced telepathy, which effectively resolved the issue because their thoughts projected their genuine emotions. Kusuo was about to take another bite of the coffee jello when his mother stole it from him and handed it to his father as a gesture of peace, infuriating him to the point where he destroyed the windows. During the principal's lengthy speech at school, Kusuo had a flashback of when he was in kindergarten and utilized his telepathy to always win the game of rock, paper, scissors. This caused a tremendous commotion and catapulted him into the public eye. He made the decision as a result to stop using his abilities in public so as not to attract attention to himself. Kusuo claims that he can detect everyone within a 200-meter radius via telepathy, with the exception of Nendo Riki. He is a troublemaker who was despised by all the classmates, but Kusuo thinks well of him. After doing CPR on Takashi, who had suddenly lost consciousness, Kusuo had a change of heart and believes that Riki is a terrible person. Takashi was found to be making up his illness when a teacher told Kusuo and Nendo to take Takahashi to the hospital. Takahashi begins violently throwing up after realizing that Riki was his first kiss, which disgusts him. The gym teacher, Matsuzaki, then makes an appearance and claims to have heard everything Takahashi said. Kusuo thought it was great that Takahashi made it up on the fly of the moment, but he changed his mind after Takahashi lied that Kusuo was also a part of it. Kusuo raises the thermometer's temperature to 92.8 degrees using pyrokinesis. As a result of Matsuzaki and Riki freaking out over Takahashi's high temperature, they began beating him up. Kusuo stayed behind in the infirmary to dispose of the thermometer that he had partially melted with his pyrokinesis before an ambulance arrived to take Takahashi to the hospital. Regrettably, Riki abruptly made an appearance and could witness the flames rising from Kusuo's hands. Kusuo is brought to the ambulance as the chapter comes to a conclusion, reflecting on how really terrible Nendo Riki is as he does so.